Yo, 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 I may or may not have a cheese sandwich. This is WoW Radio, and this is Blue Please here on WoW Radio. Yes, WoW Radio with Blue Please on WoW Radio. This is Blue Please on WoW Radio. WoW Radio is on Blue Please. Maybe Blue Please to the side, above. Flying! I'm sure this is cheese. It might be crack. Anyway. Now, new stuff. This is what we're hoping from BlizzCon anyway. There is one new thing, though, I would like to talk about, and that is LOL voice comms. My God. Voice comms in WoW. What a stupid idea. Have you seen Baron's chat lately? You only need to look at the numerous examples of why this is a really bad idea. You know, let me give you an example of why this is a bad idea. I've got balls of steel. Over and over and over and over and over again. Why would you ever want that? Even if it is just in a group, why would you ever want that? Battlegrounds chat. Oh, God. Are you insane? It's like, okay, Blizzard, we get the idea. You're just going to take every single idea that someone else has had and integrate it into the game in some form or another. But this time, it's not just a mod. This time, it's voice. It's an entire way of speaking. And I know I can turn it off, and I know I don't have to join it, but why would anyone want to? It's like giving idiots a backstage pass to fail. You've got to be kidding me. I don't want to hear these squeaky little bastards in any way, shape or form. The worst thing is people have said, well, you've got to be on voice chat to be in my pug. I don't want to be on voice chat with you because you're probably an idiot. It is definitely, in fact, likely. I will spin the wheel of misfortune right now. See, here, this is what the wheel of misfortune sounds like. Did you hear that? The scraping noise? Let's just do it again. The wheel of misfortune is spinning and it points to the cheese sandwich. What a surprise. It pointed at the cheese sandwich. What does that indicate? A disaster of dynamic proportions coming this way. Right now. See? That is disastrous. I'm eating that sandwich and it's probably not a very good sandwich. I mean, to be fair, it's not even that great a sandwich. It's American cheese, which I'm not a big fan of, and it's not really, I can't believe it's not butter. It's something which tastes like I'm eating salt compressed into butter like 5 times over. There is no butter left, it's just liquid salt that you spread on bread and then eat, and it kills you within a matter of minutes. It's American universal healthcare, folks. So, voice chat is seriously the stupidest idea I've ever seen in my life. If I want to be on voice chat, I will use my vent server. There is absolutely no way I am ever going to use that awful excuse for voice chat. If you want to know how bad voice chat is in games, go and try it in Counter-Strike or Battlefield. Go and see how bad it is. Now amplify that. Amplify it by the power of Baron's chat. Can you do that on a calculator? I think not. It'll just come up with errors. It's kind of like dividing by 0. Just amplify that. Multiply it by the fail that is Baron's chat, and this is what you will get. I think someone at Blizzard really did go nuts. I mean, I think they've just finally lost their minds. Like, okay, here's another good idea from somebody else. Let's integrate it into the game and call it ours. Like, we've done raid windows, we've done cast bars, we've done all this cool stuff, we've taken it from other people, we've even done an armory. What else can we do? Hey, I heard people like to talk while they're in instance groups or raiding. So let's do voice chat and they'll all use our voice chat. What else? What next? WoW-integrated browser? You never have to leave WoW. There's no, you never have to do it because the browser is integrated into the game. You don't need Wowhead. You don't need WoW-Digger. You don't need Alakazam or Thought, because what we're going to do is we're going to integrate a system in the game where all you need to do is tell it what you want and it'll tell you the answer. It's like a glorified guidebook right in the game. It could be a buyable item. Maybe it could be some kind of new epic mount. An epic mount with a bookcase strapped to its back. And you access the bookcase and it tells you what's going on. It tells you where that item is. It tells you how to solve that quest. It tells you everything. Don't even need to read the quest text. Not like you did anyway. It's all in game. slash pizza? We've seen it happen. Why not? Why leave the game? Better yet, why even leave the game to buy new stuff? You want to upgrade your computer? It's fine. You can go to Gadgetsan, and in Gadgetsan, they've got direct links to Newegg and Alienware. And you can go and buy yourself a new rig without even having to leave WoW. Not only that, you can even pay for it in bought gold. It's like 50 million gold equals an Alienware. Just go and buy it from IGE, put it in game, and there you go. Run out of gold? No problem. We've got an in-game gold vendor. You don't even have to leave the game in order to buy your gold. It's right there. All you need to do, input your credit card information, send it over to this little Chinese goblin, he'll run off and come back with a sack of gold just for you. Don't have to leave the game. No need. Family calling? It's fine. You don't need to even leave the game to deal with them. We have an in-game WoW party van. That WoW party van will come to your house and it will arrest your entire family. You never need to leave the game. They're calling for lunch? No, you don't need to go. They're telling you to get off the computer, do your homework? No need. They will be arrested and never seen again. Need your homework done? That's cool. We've got GMs to do that for you. It's not like they're doing anything else. We don't need them. They can go do your maths homework. All you need to do, use our in-game email client, send the GMs a ticket with the hard sums, and they will send it back in an RP fashion. By the light of the moon. It's all there. You don't have to leave your computer. Phone calls? Nope. We've integrated a Skype-style service. It's a WoW phone system. The gnomes did it. They invented it. Honest. It's a giant string. And what you do, you get a gnome on a gyrocopter with the string and the can, and you get it to fly to your destination. And it gives them the can, and there you go. In-game, voice-over IP phone. Never have to leave your PC. Never have to leave WoW for it. Don't need to. It's all there for you. And let me just tell you, the next expansion comes with a free colostomy bag. Never have to leave your chair. Now that I've got that insanity out of the way, I do actually lament the amount of stuff that they just put in there that they take from other people. I really do. It's a problem for me to see people's work being taken by Blizzard and then basically they're not even being credited for it. It's like the whole raid windows thing, all this stuff. Did you ever see CT Mod or Bigwigs or anything like that ever get credited for any of it? No. It's like the Armory. Did you ever see CT Profiles? Did you ever see, what was it? What did I used to use? RPG Outfitter? Or any of those other sites get credited for that idea? No, you didn't. The stuff they integrate into the game, and you never see them get credited. That really upsets me, because yeah, okay, fine, it's Blizzard's game. But does that mean Blizzard is responsible for my podcast? Let's just integrate WoW Radio into the game. Why not? It's not really WoW Radio, but we'll take the name anyway. It's just some GMs doing some radio. Let's integrate it. Oh, and by the way, yeah, your site's now screwed or whatever. Of course, that's not going to work, because they'd never be as awesome as us. But at the end of the day, when you integrate that kind of thing, you just end up killing off the people who made it in the first place and not crediting them for it. Yeah, fine, it's your game, big deal. I'm in America, so technically I'm in a country belonging to the American government. That doesn't mean that everything I do in America but automatically belongs to the Americans. No. I do despise that. It's fine to take ideas, it's fine to take inspiration, but at least tell people where it came from. I just think that's damn ungrateful, to be quite honest. It's funny that Blizzard does seem to ignore the community until the community produces something worth having, and then they just go and steal it. Right? It's very, very, very rare that we see, in response to this thread on the forums, we are making this change. It's like, okay, whoever started the thread, you made a great point. Okay, in response to that, we are going to make this change. And it's blatantly obvious who made the point, who got the idea, who gets the credit. Generally speaking, people in real life who have ideas get the credit for it. It's called intellectual property. And just because it's done in WoW does not mean it belongs to Blizzard, no matter what their EULA may say. These ideas were somebody else's. Now, I would hope that they will learn a valuable lesson from taking voice over IP and seeing just how terrible it's going to be. It'll work. It'll do its job. But it's like putting a firearm or a rocket launcher in the hands of a child and then wondering why they just blew a hole in the nearest person and or wall. Okay, you designed the rocket launcher and the rocket launcher works, but you gave it to someone who couldn't handle it. The system works, but are you thinking about the consequences of putting it in? And for God's sake, chat is bad enough. I just see the Chinese having automated bots. They'll come into a group and start spying. Buy your gold here! La 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 la, on repeat. It's bad enough that we're already seeing them using emotes to try and bypass the filter system and very little's being done about it. That's bad enough. Giving them a new means? It's like giving guns to children, it really is. They can't handle this kind of stuff. You can't give voice chat. Bearing in mind that voice chat is totally and completely unmoderated, you can't filter it. You can put people on ignore, but that doesn't mean the damage hasn't already been done. Like, I can choose not to see swearing in chat. I cannot choose not to see or hear, more accurately, swearing in voice over IP. Of course, I don't give a flying damn about that. Swearing is irrelevant. But what about the 13-year-old who's playing? It's a teenage-rated game. True story. That's exactly what it is. So it does make me wonder what they were actually thinking and what crack pipe they were smoking when they put voice over IP in the game. Like, Blizzard is somewhat, in my opinion, going to the point of being too much all-encompassing. They're all going, hey, look, we can do all of this. We can put it in there. This game's got it, we'll put it in too. It's all meaningless content. It's meaningless features that this stuff already exists. It's already there. We already have voice access. We can just get event server or a TeamSpeak server or, God forbid, Roger Wilco. We can even set up a Skype conversation with 5 people. There's 1,000,001 ways to do voice over IP. I don't need it in my game. It's a waste of development time. Usually I wouldn't complain about this. It's like when people make new art assets and people say, well, why are you wasting time making new art when you could be doing this? Well, it's a different team, but this is a development thing. This is time that could have been used on something meaningful. Surely meaningful. This stuff already exists. Why even integrate it? And it's going to be subpar. It's not going to be as good as Vent. It's not going to be as customizable as TeamSpeak. It's not going to be as good. Yeah, okay, it's free. Big friggin' deal. So someone might have to pay a pittance. Go to ugtservers.com and pay $13 a month for a server. Oh no, $13 a month for a server? God, that's breaking the bank, isn't it? I'm paying more for my WoW account. Huh? People can club together and get access to this kind of thing. They can have their own private domain where they can spam soundboards as much as they damn well please. But good God, as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be a complete waste of space. And I'm not mourning the loss of future advertising revenue. UGT servers ain't going to go bust because of this change. In my opinion, this is going to force more people to go and get events. So they're going to see the wonders of voice over IP and then think, wouldn't it be nice if I didn't have to listen to these tards and could have a place of my own? Hey, let's buy Event Server. As far as I'm concerned, Event Servers companies and TeamSpeak server companies are going to be laughing all the way to the bank at this change. It's like demonstrating this is a great system, and this is how it's misused. This is how you could avoid being abused on voice over IP. Go get your own server. Don't use ours. That's in my opinion, anyway. I don't like seeing development time being wasted on stuff that already exists. I really don't. The Armory, okay, you're not going to see the same developers who make instances and do in-game coding doing the Armory. I mean, the Armory is constructed out of Ajax. It's a web thing. It's web coding. It's the website team that did it. Okay, you've made an enhancement to the website. That's fine. You've still stolen someone else's idea, in my opinion, and made something that's incredibly slow to load because you made it entirely out of Ajax and used it really badly. And I'm sure Cadwallian would have more than one thing to say about that particular use. But at least you've enhanced the website. Now, if the development team is wasting time on something that already exists in-game when they could be doing something useful, a feature that perhaps could be added and would be nice to see. There's a lot of stuff that could be done with the game. And I'm not saying that the game is rubbish. It's great. It's great fun to play, but why, VoIP? Why? Why? Please, somebody think of the children. My God, somebody think of the children. You're listening to Blue Please here on WoW Radio with myself, Total Biscuit. Time for some Red Alert 2 soundtrack. Gentlemen, it's a nuclear device. Time is running out for the planet Earth.